Every major social and political advancement in our history has been the result of people taking to the streets to voice their demands. Cities have burned. Lives have been lost. Millions have marched for a cause.
Fight the Power, the movements that changed America. Saturday, June 19th at 8, only on the History Channel.
Kareem, good morning. Jeff in Las Vegas.
Good morning.
It's such an honor to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much about your new special on the History Channel, Fight the Power. I've watched some of the clips of it. Very powerful so far.
Oh, thank you. I hope you can get something from it.
You know, Juneteenth is about to become a reality. It just needs the president's signature, and it's fitting your new documentary is premiering on June 19th, probably one of the greatest movements of social injustice that this country or the world's ever seen.
Yeah, the timing was great, wasn't it? It be on the very first day that we celebrate Juneteenth as a federal holiday. So I'm really thrilled with the timing of it.
What are some of the movements that's featured in your special?
Everything from the women's suffrage movement, LGBTQ issues, the civil rights movement, the labor movement when workplace safety became an issue after the shirtwaist factory fire. We try and talk about how all of these movements have one thing basic to all of them, and that is the need for all of these groups that have been affected to be treated equally under the law and equally by their fellow citizens. That's what it all comes down to consistently, no matter what it seems the overriding issue is. It comes down to basic respect and equal treatment. This picture shows me at a press conference that Dr. King gave. I was in a journalism workshop, and I was given press credentials to cover this event with the national media. In 1963, he had been voted Man of the Year. At that point, I wasn't like the biggest fan of nonviolence. I was angry at the way Black people were being brutalized, and I wanted to strike back. But after meeting Dr. King and really getting into his philosophy, I saw where the power was in it. It really embarrasses and totally takes the face away from oppressors when they're shown to be the bullies that they are.
The special has featured a lot of those historical moments you just mentioned, but you also share some of your personal experiences in the special. You covered Dr. King as part of the press corps in 1963. That's fascinating.
1964.
64, yeah. I'll get it right.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I was involved in a mentoring program, and I was in a journalism workshop. So when Dr. King came to address the people who were involved in the program, they let me cover it with the press corps. They gave me press credentials and said, hey, you hang with him for the next couple of hours. So I got to, watch Dr. King speak. And when it was all over, he did a small impromptu press conference, and I got to ask him a question or two. It was great. The most significant vote I cast in my life was the first time I voted for President Obama. The TV coverage I was watching went to Chicago to a park where President Obama was going to acknowledge his victory. I started to think about it and started wishing that my parents were alive to see this. They would have been really overwhelmed with it. And the camera focused on Reverend Jesse Jackson, and he was crying. And it really got to me because he was probably thinking about all of the pain and the people who had died, making that moment possible. And that really got to me. And
you mentioned another one of your personal experiences in the special was voting for President Obama. That it was a life-changing moment. I agree. I voted for President Obama. I watched his acceptance speech that night, and I just felt a profound change and emotions just swept over me as well.
Yeah, it was very emotional. And for me, I was kind of bubbly about it. And then they panned the camera across the people in attendance, and they showed Jesse Jackson, and he was crying. And I knew why he was crying. then, it made me think of my parents and how I wish that they could have been there to share that experience.
And also, I understand the NBA has a social justice award. Tell me about that.
Well, it's called the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. And we're going to give the winner of the award $100,000 to donate to whatever issue or group or movement that they want. And there will be 4 runners-up. We're going to give them $25,000 each to do the same thing. And what I'm hoping is that it will encourage the rest of the guys in the league to start thinking in those terms, what they can do to help the communities where they play and live. And if we can do that, we're going to affect a lot of changes that nobody saw coming. And I think it could only get better.
Kareem, thank you so much for joining me today. Fight the power of the movements that changed America. I just appreciate you more and more every time we speak. So thank you so much, and good luck with the special.
Thank you very much. It's been great talking to you.